How's it going, everyone? My name is Jonathan. I'm the team lead for our Center for Manifestation Temple Maintenance. And today we have a spotlight for one of our members. And I'm super excited for the person that's next to me. He has been working really hard on his health journey and improving himself in the lives of others. And so I know you're going to enjoy him, and definitely looking forward to this interview. So I'm going to allow himself, Mr. Jude, to introduce himself. So welcome, number one, to our spotlight.
Thank you.
We're super excited to have you, Jude. And so let's jump right in, guys. So Jude, tell me, what are you currently working on right now? What are you doing?
Right now I'm working on my business. I am a licensed massage therapist. I'm also an entrepreneur, so I have a line of beard oils. And I also am I'm also a author as well. I have a poetry book that's out.
Awesome. So you juggling a lot, and you also have a job on the side as well, right?
Yes, I work security overnight.
Busy man.
Right. So this is my last week actually working security. I'm going to massage therapy and entrepreneurship full time.
That is really, really exciting, because a lot of times we have our 9 to 5, we love that steady paycheck, but I really feel like this is the season, especially with the pandemic and lockdown. I believe a lot of people, and myself included, really taking that leap of faith right now and say, you know what? It's okay working, being comfortable paycheck to paycheck, but if something you have those passion, those things deep down inside you, it's gonna keep aching and scratching at you like, hey, saying, don't forget about your dream, don't forget about what God has put in you far as in this earth. So that's super exciting. So tell me about it. So like, you're doing massage therapy, and you have experience with that within your business.
Mm-hmm.
But what was it like? What are you working on personally for your health?
For my health? So every Monday I do a maintenance Monday.
Okay.
So what I do
Nice.
is, so what I do, my fiance taught me how to do that, which is, so this morning before I came here, I did a skin regimen. So I did like the whole mud mask and all that stuff. So I take, Mondays I usually take off, so that way I can just rebuild myself.
Nice.
Because that was, all the 30 jobs that I have, I work, I never get the time to just have time for myself. So I take Mondays to do maintenance on myself, my body, and also like anything that's around like my car or what needs to be done, because I don't really have the time during the week to get it done. So.
Right. So it sounds like your Mondays are your Sabbath. So that's time you rest, you invest in yourself, and so that you can replenish yourself to kind of get back into that week.
Right.
Yeah, and I think that's really necessary. I feel like us having a sabbatical type, not in a religious way, but just having a day out of 7 days, choosing one day to really, whether it's like you say facials, massages, go to relaxing, sauna, whatever it is, to really take that time back to reflect, and just unwind, just so we can really regroup and recoup, so we can be that much stronger coming back into what you got to do for the week. So that's awesome. Now, so everyone, I'm really curious. I know you have a Haitian background, but tell me about what was it like growing up in a Haitian family?
Weird. Nah, it wasn't too weird. Compared to most of my Haitian friends, I grew up fine.
Okay.
Yeah, I had a very Americanized childhood. So my dad, he's been in America since he was 16.
Gotcha.
My mom moved here when I was born.
Wow.
So, growing up, it was pretty, they still kept the Haitian traditions and like stuff they grew up with in the household. We couldn't sleep over in those houses. We couldn't.
Yeah, sound like a black family.
Yeah, so I didn't know that until like I got into college that we're just black. So it was always the same correlation. So it wasn't bad. It was pretty good. Compared to most of my Haitian friends, I've heard like, they used to get like, it was more of a strict.
Yeah, very disciplined households. Yeah.
So I'm not gonna lie, my mom was very strict. My dad was he was dad. So he was always like, you always see him as, authority figure.
Right. Oh, yeah.
Mom was the one who like laid the law down.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it was, our dad, he was like, every time we were like, he couldn't stand us being mad at him. So the moment we were mad at him, you want some pizza? You want something to eat? or like stuff like that. My mom, she didn't care. She was like, you just gonna stay mad. That's it.
Cold-hearted.
Right.
Nah, not them kids. They just.
It was she warmed up. Like now, my friends said, "Oh, your mom's the sweetest lady." I was like, now, but no, she's always been sweet. She's always been a loving lady. It's just if she's your mom,
right? You
know her differently than anybody else does. So
I'm sure.
We always got the American treatment, as in like, oh, you're grounded. Mm-hmm. So I mean, I was the one who really got grounded. My sister was like, she was fine. She was the straight A student. I was the one that the opposite. So.
Drifted a little bit every now and again.
Yeah, I get B, C, D, F, every other alphabet.
The rest of the alphabet.
Right. So like she so my mom, she would one thing I'll say that she's done that helped me with my writing is that she used to have us write. We had to read a book for 30 minutes out of the day.
Nice.
Every Saturday, we had to give her a book report when we wake up.
Wow. Oh, that's really good. Oh, yeah.
So it was at first, as a kid, you're like, why am I doing homework on a Saturday at home? But then it's like, okay, it wasn't until like I used to use writing as an expression to where I was like, oh, it's easy for me to do it because of what my mom is telling us. Right. And then my dad, he was always the provider, breadwinner. So, well, they both worked, but he was always the one that, was always at work. So, we got our time in together and everything. And he taught me, I was telling somebody this the other day, my mom was the emotional release for me. And my dad was more the logical release. Okay. So it was like I was able to express myself to my mom, and my dad was more so like he was like
the logic, he's how to get it done, problem solve.
Right, like hey, you need to do this and that, and you'll be fine. So to me, I was like an emotional child, so I was like, that doesn't work. So I'm just gonna go to mom and just find out. But as I got older, it was like he's the one actually that taught me how to get like a peace of mind. Okay. He was like, this doesn't need to take your energy. So if anything that gets you irate or upset is not worth the energy. Right. So
that's good. Mental health, emotional health. That's some great. So speaking on that, growing up, what was it like in a Haitian American household, far as in terms of health? They talk about health, nutrition. Like, what was that like?
We talked about health. The Haitian culture is very holistic. And I didn't notice that until I got older. So I remember they always were. My mom always had herbs marinating or doing something in the kitchen. My dad, he was very hands-on when it came to like a sprain or something like that. He knew how to. I didn't think that's probably where I got the massaging from. He knows how to get the kinks and everything out. Nice. So they're very holistic. I'm not gonna say we may eat the best, but they're very holistic in a sense of the medicine. Right. We've never had to take actual pills or anything like doctor prescribed unless it was like needed like for cholesterol or stuff like that. But no, my health wise, I would say just like any other family, to be honest. We have those who eat good and you have those who don't. So you have those who just eat whatever. Like I think throw her out there, but my sister, she ended up getting like high cholesterol at the age of 18, 19, I think.
Standard American diet sounds like. What's the cause of that? Perhaps
it was the breakfast. Yeah. So it was, and it was like she likes cheese, she likes butter, she likes bacon, she likes all that stuff compacted, and she's good now. She actually changed her eating habits. Awesome. So she's on a very healthy diet. But it was just that summer she got high cholesterol, and then next you know she's fine. But yeah,
she got it quick. That's what it takes. It doesn't take long, right?
Right.
But that's really great. So, far as your family, kind of talk about the medical history. Because we do know, far as Haitian cultures, because I have several Haitian friends, and like they make these different things, like you mentioned with the herbs and different cocktails that you'll take to get rid of type of cold snuffles and congestion, and different things like the herbs that they put in their foods. So, what are some of the chronic diseases, some things that you have in your family medical history that you have to watch out for?
Recently I found out my grandmother on my father's side has, she had, uterus problems. I forgot what it was. She had to get like whatever problem you have to get to a hysterectomy.
Mm-hmm.
My older sister had to go get her surgery done a couple weeks ago. Well, a couple days ago.
So is it fibroids or anything?
I think it's fibroids. Yeah.
Okay.
So my grandmother had that. Cancer ran in our family. My grandfather on my mother's side and my grandparents on my father's side all died from cancer.
Okay.
My grandmother on my mom's side is dealing with she was dealing with dementia.
Mm-hmm.
She still is, but now it's to the point where she had like a heart attack and a stroke a couple years back. So now she's just here. So
wow, sorry to hear that.
yeah, life. But yeah, so dealing with that is like our family we've had high blood pressure. I don't know which parent has it, but I know one of my parents have high blood pressure, high cholesterol, arthritis. I think we've had a little bit of everything, but it's
okay.
Growing up in this new generation. It's like, okay, I have the tools to combat that.
Mm-hmm.
So now, I told my mom, like, hey, I'm going, I don't know when, but I'm going on the vegan diet. I'm going to go on the alkaline diet. I'm going to do this type of stuff. And at first, they're like, my parents, they're like, you're going to kill yourself. And I'm like, no, I'm not going to kill myself. It's because, I'm in the gym, so, you're trying to bulk up. So they're like, you can't, to them, it's like, it doesn't make sense that you can bulk up without eating meat.
Right.
And it's like, nah, but you got to understand what that meat that we're eating, what they ate.
Right.
So it's like, gorillas are one of the biggest animals in the kingdom, and they eat nothing but fruits. They're vegan.
Yep.
So like, they're plant based. So it's like you can, if you get
an
elephant, right? So it's all it's all in what you eat. It's not just it's not necessarily meat.
Right.
And I always tell people, I went vegan for like 1 month, like a couple years ago, and they're like, "How did you do it?" And I was like, I had to put my mindset of meat technically doesn't have a taste. It's how you cook and season it.
You have to prepare it. That's true.
Right. So if you cook and season broccoli or how do you have cauliflower, the buffalo style cauliflower. If you cook and season that, it tastes just like buffalo wings.
Yeah.
So it's all in how you cook it. So once I got that in my mindset, it was like, okay, this is easy.
Okay.
What broke it was my sister's, my older sister. She had like these her famous wings that she makes. And
it's always the family that gets you.
Yeah, I couldn't take it. So like they was, you don't. My dad's like, you don't do it permanently, and I'm like, I want to. Yeah, I want to, but you guys aren't making like. I'll say my weakness would be oxtail and goat.
Okay.
Yeah, so if that's around, it's
that smell get you, bring out those memories.
Right,
it's definitely emotional.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, nostalgia that you get. Yeah.
Oh yeah. So, my family health, it's very, the health history. Yeah. So I have 3 grandparents who died of cancer. I have my grandmother who had dementia, and right now she's just here. I don't know what to call it, but she's here, and
it's almost like a shell.
Yeah, and it's been like that for the past 3 to 4 years.
Yeah, so that's hard to see. Oh yeah.
Yeah, like they're like, oh yeah, here, say hey to grandma. I'm like, I don't really want to. So it's she's not the grandmother that I grew up knowing.
Right.
And the other day, her little sister was my great aunt. We went to go see her, and it's like watching the people who took care of you grow old. It's hard. You don't notice. You don't notice that until it's right there in your face. Like I think she's going blind in one eye or something like that. So yeah, I'll say our family has a little sprinkle of a little everything that's in there. It's just like every other family.
Right.
But working as the new generation coming up, we're more health conscious now.
Right.
So
now speaking of that, I want us to make sure we dive into the massaging. And what got you into being a massage therapist, and what are some benefits?
Oh, what got me into being a massage therapist? My mom kind of got me into it, in a way. Growing up, when I was younger, she would ask me to come to her room, and I would give her a massage before bed, like a shoulder massage. And I took that onto other stuff. So like in high school, I was just giving just people massages, and then.
Oh wow! In high school.
Yeah, but it was not for the right reasons.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
You know.
You know, hormones. But yeah, so it was just one person though. I think it was just one person. Yeah. But I've always known that even whoever I was dating at the time, I was like, oh, let me just give you a massage. Out of just nowhere, let me just give you a massage. And then I'll give him a massage. And it was, in college, I realized, like, I think I really want to do massage therapy. And the only thing that stopped me from pursuing it earlier was anatomy and physiology. I heard so much how hard it is. And I was like, I'm not doing that.
Yeah, it's like the math class, a lot of people like, oh, nope, I'm going to run away from that program.
Right. So then there was one day I realized that traditional schooling was not for me. So I was like, I had to make a choice. So I was like, you know what? I called school up real quick, got in, and next thing you know, became a massage therapist. So that's how I got into it. And also I think it's just learning how to help people. That's what really drew me in, is that I can just spend 1 hour on you and it brightens up your whole day. So that's what really, like, the money's good. The money is good. I appreciate the money, but it's like what I look forward is seeing the result. And when you first come in, and then when you leave, if you feel way better than when you leave, it's worth more than you just pay me. What you just paid me. The health benefits. Health benefits with massage therapy are it helps with circulation, it helps with mood, anxiety, depression.
Wow.
What else? Your mental state, your spiritual state. It also helps with skin tone. It helps with sleep patterns, insomnia. It helps with a lot.
I even heard like even with the detoxing kind of help remove some of the toxins from the body.
I've had a couple clients who like had to use the bathroom right afterwards.
Wow.
Yep. So it helps with a lot. It really helps a lot. There's so much benefit to it, and they say it's 1 hour of a massage equals 8 to your body equals 8 hours of sleep.
Wow.
Your body feels like it had the 8 hours of sleep.
You get that rest, that release that you need. And okay, awesome. So how often would you say is recommended to get a massage? Because some people are like, man, I never really had a massage, or maybe only had it at a cruise, or while they were on vacation, and like maybe once a year, once every 2 years. So how often do you recommend?
I'll say I've had people do it once a week. I've had people who do it once a month. It's up to, of course, the workload, whatever your work schedule is. But I would say once a week.
Once a week.
Once a week. Like how I do my maintenance Monday. Like you could have your little time to just,
maintenance Monday, including a massage, basically. All right, yeah, that definitely makes sense.
Yeah, so I'll just say like once a week.
Okay, so let's say someone like, I really hear you, Jude. I really feel like I can use some of those benefits for the emotional, mental, spiritual health. I have some aches, different things like that. So if they're interested in massage, how can they contact you as far as getting a massage?
Okay, well, my social media for massage therapy is Creative, Kreyyatif, Touch, Mobile, Creative, Kreyyatif, Touch, Massage on Instagram. On Facebook is Creative Touch Massage, also, massage therapy. You can also contact me at my number is 813-830-2580. And that's really it.
Okay. So, and what's your availability? Do they come to you? Do you go to them?
Well, I'm mobile, so I can come to you if you want to. I don't have like the actual brick or mortar right now, so I'm mobile. I'll come to you at your convenience. I'm sorry, what was the other question?
Oh, as far as your availability.
Oh, my availability. Basically, I'm available whenever. I base my sessions around my clients as well. Okay. So I try to work with them. Like if you're working from 9 to 5 and you can't get a massage and in between, I'll say, hey, let me come at 6. Let me come at 7. So it's all up to the client.
You're flexible.
I'm very flexible. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, definitely, I think we've learned so much, not only about Jude and his family history and what he had to overcome and what he's fighting against, and even challenges he shared with us as far as being more vegan, alkaline. I think myself included and so many others of you all out there, we all had those ups and downs, things that we're pushing through and persevering. But I really am glad to see that, hey, he has a passion. he took that leap as of this week, making that shift, and he's in a transition. So I look forward to learning more about you, and in the future, maybe a year or so from now, and seeing what has transpired. So I think your future is really bright. I'm very hopeful. I'm super, super proud of you.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Awesome. Well, guys, thank you all for your time. I hope you guys learn and glean much about massages and its benefits. And, before I let you go, really quick, tell me about your book that you have.
Oh, so I have a poetry book. It's called The Ode to the Black Woman, The Appreciation. So it's basically a poetry book of appreciation towards the black woman. The reason why I have that is because I feel like in our culture, in our society, that they're not being represented as much or having any support or being uplifted. So I made this book. Actually, the funny story is I made this book as a manifestation of who I wanted to be with. So everything in this book that I've written was my ideal of the perfect woman for me. And turns out
you got it.
I got it.
But wow, ain't got good.
Right. But yeah, so it's out on Amazon. The Ode to the Black Woman, The Appreciation. I also have physical copies as well. So yeah.
Awesome. So definitely reach out to him via his social media, his phone number, Amazon. Let's support this young brother. He's making positive waves in our world. So I love you guys. You have a great day. Be blessed and manifest.